A ruling from the Supreme Court yesterday essentially gutted what's left of the landmark Voting Rights Act, and Republicans got right to work in a number of states. Today, Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry issued an executive order suspending their upcoming House primary, which was set to begin on Saturday. He suspended an election, and he did it so he could buy more time for the Republican-controlled legislature to pass new maps and give their party a leg up come November. Now, earlier tonight, a new lawsuit was filed challenging Louisiana's decision, arguing that a number of voters have already cast absentee ballots for this upcoming election. And then there's Tennessee, where today Donald Trump claimed the governor there, Bill Lee, told him that he would work hard to, quote, give us one extra seat. Well, there's a telling it all. It's unclear if and when Tennessee Republicans will take direct action, but this can't come after Republican Senator Marsha Blackburn, who's running to be Tennessee's next governor, said she would do everything she can to turn that state 100% red. Now, if that happens, Tennessee's 9th district, the lone seat Democrats occupy that includes Memphis and has historically been protected by the Voting Rights Act, that district would be erased. District 9 is currently represented at the state level by Justin Pearson, who you may recognize as one of the Tennessee Three. Pearson was temporarily expelled back in 2023 after protesting for gun rights, for stronger gun right legislation, and he is now running for the U.S. Congress in the very same district. And Tennessee State Representative Justin Pearson joins me now. It's great to see you. I have so many questions for you about your reaction to yesterday and what this all means. But let me start with this. Earlier today, you said that Trump calling on Governor Lee to erase District 9 was an attempt to silence voices of a majority black district, exactly what it is. You also issued your own call to action. What are you calling for in order to push back against this?
Yeah, that is exactly what is happening. It is the silence of a majority black district, the only Democratic district in our state. And the reality is this initiative by this administration and other Republicans across the South in particular would lead to the end result having millions of people disenfranchised, and particularly for black people will lead to less black representation than we've seen in decades. It'll be very similar to what happened post-Reconstruction with the retribution that happened that led to many black elected officials no longer being in positions of power. So our call to action is simple. We have a petition that we're asking people to sign to the governor, to the House, and to my Senate colleagues, asking for them not to take away District 9's representation. We will do whatever we can to defend District 9 and defend our representation in the U.S. Congress and also in the State House.
If Republicans answer Trump's call, and Lord, Marsha Blackburn sounds like she wants to do that very much, this would be the second time in 4 years that Tennessee's congressional map is changed to help Republicans. I know you're in a very red state right now, but have you spoken with your Republican colleagues in the legislature? Do you know if there's a willingness to do that, or are there some who have concern?
I mean, there are some who have concerns. There are some who do not. But the reason I'm running for Congress is because I have a community organizing background and I serve as a state representative. And so we're working right now with our partners here locally and folks nationally to understand what are our options to make sure that we defend our democracy, that we protect black folks' vote and our right and ability to choose representatives who identify with our values, our culture, and who want to see a representation who looks like them. And we're not going to allow Marsha Blackburn's tweets and the maps that they're putting out to stop us from doing the advocacy work and the organizing work that we need to fight for our country and to fight for our place within this republic.
The primary is currently scheduled for August. You are well aware of that, and just for people at home. Do they have time? You're running an operation. You've lost not a moment here against it, but they have time to push this through, right?
Right. I mean, they can hold a special session. They could vote for these changes, and it would be disastrous and destructive to our democracy and our electoral process because qualifying petitions have already happened. And so the chaos that would be caused by this, like it is in Louisiana, would be unlike anything we've ever seen before. But we also know that that isn't entirely uncommon. We've seen Republicans willing to go to the ends of the earth to take away our rights to vote. But on the Evan Pettis Bridge, folks fought and bled for it. Medgar Evers lost his life for it. And we are not going to allow the sacrifices of our ancestors to go in vain. We're going to organize, advocate, and if we have to march from Memphis to Nashville as they march from Selma to Montgomery, that's what we're going to do. And that's why I'm asking people in our campaign to defend District 9. This is about our democracy.
I believe you that you would do that march and that you're spending every moment of every waking day trying to organize around this. We've talked so many times about that. Let me ask you about the primary, because you're currently primarying your old boss, Steve Cohen. You used to work for him, of course. That's what makes him your boss. You've had, and I'm sure this doesn't surprise you, some people who've criticized you, who've said, like State Senator London Lamar, who said that Cohen is experienced and effective, and this isn't the time to do this. What do you make of that? What's your argument for why you're the better choice to represent the district in Congress?
Well, look, let's be clear. I interned in the congressman's office as a high school and as a college student. And anyone who's interned with a congressperson knows you see them twice. Once when they're walking through the hall, and the second time when they're taking your picture, saying thanks so much for your service. So he wasn't my boss. I didn't work that closely with him. My mentors were Dr. Barbara Ward Cooper and another gentleman who just passed away, G.A. Hardaway, who taught me that you have to be proximate. I've had 12 town halls since August. My opponent hasn't had any. I've had 218 events that I've attended in our community, staying proximate to the issues that people want to address. People want to deal with the affordability crisis. They want access to medical care, which is why I'm supporting Medicare for all. We have hundreds of millions of dollars that are missing for our veterans that I'm going to do everything that I can to get for them. And in this moment in time, we can't keep going with the way that things were. We have to have new energy. We have to have new vision. We have to have a new direction for our party and for our country.
State Representative Justin J. Pearson, thank you as always for joining me tonight.
Thank you. So good to see you.
You too. We have to take a quick